Yo, it's La Alpha. Can La Alpha get a Wazam? It's your boy Zell May with.
Unico Williams was happening. I'll give you one.
We out here today, man. We got news. It is what's new 99, so we got news today. First off, we're gonna talk about, to some of you, good news, to some of you, bad news. It appears like we have a new president elect. What have you been hearing, Joe?
I done turned CNN off since we quit watching it. I told you all they do is sit up there and guess. So we got a president now or elect. We got one. What's the news?
It appears that he's looking like he's about to win Pennsylvania. They haven't called it yet because there's still a little time at the time of we filming this. But it appears that he'll probably have Pennsylvania, probably have Nevada, might have Georgia. It's real close, within 2,000 votes in Georgia. So it looks like we might have a new president elect. So that's, to some of you, good news, some of you, bad news. In other news, we have mostly bad news today. Al Roker has pancreatic cancer. I know, man. Al, man, he's my guy, man. One of the few black people you actually seen on ABC and them giving the news.
Yeah, definitely a trailblazer from the standpoint that you turn to a lot of these channels, you just didn't see brothers and sisters. And I think that him and Oprah and Gayle King, I think they kind of just was the pioneers of that.
Stuart Scott, Michael Wilbon was two on ESPN.
Stuart Scott, shout out to, yeah, absolutely.
That was one of the few two that I saw on ESPN, especially when I was young in the 2000s. It was just Stuart Scott and Michael Wilbon. I'm like, well, everybody else is. But shout
out to Michael Wilbon. Shout out to Northwestern University, man. Much love up that way.
Yeah. In other news,
I have no affiliation. I just thought I should say that. But but yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep it light, man. I know this is a little bit of a heavy episode, and I'm doing the best I can.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it light. Johnny Depp has been fired from the Fantastic Beast series. I don't know if anybody in the thing is a fan of Fantastic Beast.
Really?
Yeah, and there's rumors that Amber Heard might be fired from Aquaman, but we're not sure about that yet, so I don't want to throw that out there.
Why are we firing people?
Apparently their relationship was very toxic, and they had a court case, and the judge ruled for the newspaper that wrote that he's a woman beater, and he sued them because they called him a woman beater over Amber Heard, and the judge ruled in the newspaper favor, even though technically she's abusive too, but we ain't gonna get into that. So that's why she might be fired. So
wow.
Yeah, they had a video why she asked why his fingernail is off, and apparently we found out that she ripped it off. So yes, they had a very toxic relationship. Yeah, the whole
shout out to my toxic couples out there. Keep on beating on. Nah, but for real, like, toxic relationships are no good. Don't be in them. Yeah. Although they seem fun, because the aftermath of the toxicity is always a beautiful thing. You know, if you know what I'm saying. It's always, but yeah, you don't. If you need all that to turn you on, don't be in no toxic relationship. That's not. You need to find something else, like a ritual or something, a cult maybe. But yeah, man.
Yeah. And the final news, video has already been out. I don't know how many of y'all seen it. Unico put a video out earlier today. Unfortunately, King Von has lost his life. Apparently, they had a shootout with Quando Rondo group. Apparently, King Von was not one of the ones shooting. He was his group shooting.
He was unarmed.
Yeah, he was unarmed. So it was his people shooting and Quando Rondo shooting. And there was rumors, and the police came and they started shooting. So it was like a real toxic place, and he apparently got hit. I heard a lot of people saying the police shot him. Then I heard X say he talked to the manager that was there, who's in the hospital from getting shot. And he said it wasn't the police one that hit him. So Those are all rumor speculations. So unfortunately, we have lost a young king to a tragic lifestyle that not really worth it in the end, even though I know a lot of you glorify it. Trust me, one thing you do not want, I have probably been in 3 of them. Don't tell my mom. I have never been a shooter, by the way. I was just there. 2 of them was at Taco Bell, bro. I just wanted the 5 left. And dude just came out from one of the high schools, and a dude from the other high school came, and they pulled out guns, and they just fired off. Then a week later, I went to Taco Bell, because I'm like, yo, it's safe this week, I guess. I guess they caught him. They did it again. I'm like, bro, why y'all only shoot when I'm in Taco Bell? And the third one was my fault. But even though I didn't shoot, the third one was my fault. Even though I wasn't a shooter, but I was in a place where you don't need to be.
You still at Taco Bell? Were you still at Taco Bell?
No, not the third one. I see the first. See Taco Bell. See, the problem with that is Taco Bell. I wasn't expecting the shooting. Right there, it was like, hey, this is a dangerous spot. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you shouldn't be here. But that's life. And trust me, you do not want to be in one because it is frightening in a way. Even though some people freeze up and all that stuff, it's a thing. And actually, your cousin was with me in 2 of them at the Taco Bell one, so.
Y'all made it out of there. Shout out to Wes.
Yeah, we walked both times to Taco Bell, so it was.
Wait, hold on. You telling me in Mississippi, y'all had a Taco Bell within walking distance? Yeah. You did not have to walk 3 days for?
Yeah, man, it was across campus. That's when gas was $5, and people don't remember that. That's right after George Bush days, boy. That's after that recession hit. Gas was $5. I had a whole car, and I'm like, nope. We walking this 1/4 mile across this 2-lane highway. You know Highway 49?
Yes.
We walking across Highway 49 from USM campus to Taco Bell over there because we are not spending $5 on gas just to go a 1/4 mile. Nope. Shout out to Obama for getting us out of there. But what are your thoughts on it, Joe?
To elaborate. I know we laugh and giggling a little bit, man, and we try our best to be light on this show if we can, but I just want to bring attention to the tension in Chicago. It seems like it's just a whole bunch of me versus me thing, us versus us thing, and that's the biggest thing that's hurting us as a community. People liking the violence that we have in our own community. They liken that to our whole everything in the United States, and I just hate that for us. And I'll say one thing, and he was big on saying he's not from 63rd, and I don't know. The people on 63rd look just like him, and it's a street. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate that has come down to that, and we just our own enemy a lot of times. And maybe if we show more unity, because it's always like, I got more than you, or I'm doing this, or we got count the scoreboard, and the scoreboard is against each other. And I've been somebody that's vowed to go down a path of pacifism. That's what I want to do. I believe there's a way to do it without violence. And I need people to direct their energy at the real enemy. And that's what I'm gonna say on that. We're not the enemy. When you look in the mirror, you're not your own enemy. You can be in a sense, but there's bigger fish to fry, and we need to put our energy into that instead of into hurting each other. And that's just where I'm at. I hate that for him. He was coming up, and I actually been kind of like, I've been doing my own study on King Von for the past month or two, and so I know a lot about where he's from. It's intrigued me, but I hate to say it, but the path that all of these people are going on at this point, that's where it leads to. And I don't want anybody to go through that. King Von was 26. I remember when I was 26. It wasn't lit like this.
Yeah, it's a few more that died in Chicago from, I said that word, but there's more people passed from Chicago lately. Some more local rappers. I think it's been like 3 or 4. They'll pass from there. Yeah. So, condolences.
Shout out to FEG Duck. 100%. Shout out to him.
Duck. There's a few more that I saw. They aren't known as Duck and Vaughn, but R.I.P. to them. Rest in peace. You hate to see a young brother getting up because a lot of people was getting that bag and a lot of people was eating, and that's what you need.
He was on his way. Shout out to Dirk and Dirk. We hoping that you don't retaliate in that way. That's what we hoping for. Like we just be done with it. Just be done with it. I just wish everybody could. But what it looks like to me from the cycle that's been going on, and that's why Chicago violence, in a sense, the way it is. As a matter of fact, violence in our own cities and homes and communities is like that. Is because the cycle. It just keep going. I'm mad at you because you did this, so I did this. Now you mad at me because I did that. Somebody at some point has to say, okay, boom, you won. Let's move on.
I saw people have been asking for a long time, why do I have to be the good guy? Because that's the only way it's going to stop.
Somebody has to do it. Yeah. Somebody has to do it.
Because you even see it right now with this election. You see people laughing and making fun of Trump supporters, and then Trump supporters were making fun of them, and then it continues to cycle, and then it's going to get crazy each time, and then we're going to constantly hear whining and someone's cheating, and it's going to continuously grow into this thing of, I even called it on Facebook, it's going to become Bloods and Crips. It's going to be blue and red again.
Yeah.
I even asked some game members, why do Bloods and Crips hate each other? And some people couldn't even tell me. Like, hey, they just ain't on my team. I'm like, what? They ain't with my squad. I'm like, you hate somebody because they not on the squad you on? But yeah, so we got to look into it. By the way, I want to give a shout out to Joe Unico, his Stop the Violence campaign. Hopefully we get that nationwide soon. So
yeah, we're working on it. Trust me, we're working on it.
So if you ask, what are you doing about this besides talking? I just gave you an example. So I'm gonna always shout out Stop the Violence. Joe, if you wanna, before we get off, you wanna tell them a little bit more about it before we go?
We just coming together and we just showing that we can be together. It doesn't matter if you're black or white. We just going out there for one singular goal, and that's just to see if somebody can win a championship playing basketball. That's it. I don't hate you. You don't hate me. We just out here to have a good time, eat good together, one big fellowship, and that's all it's been. We've been doing this for 5-6 years now, so we're gonna keep it going. And yes, on that national, I might be on down there. Come on down there and check y'all out. I might go down 49 and see if I can go here and get us old tournament going.
Oh, let's do it, man. You know, Wes will take our work and just fly down here.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, if it's a ball involved, I got you.
Yeah, so yeah, man. So look forward to that. If you're in the Indiana area and you didn't know about it, that's something for you to look forward to, maybe close to it. And again, RIP to everybody lost their life. Prayers out to their families, their friends, everybody that's affected. Prayers to Al Roker, his situation. Everybody, man, this is really a tough time. 2020 has been crazy. You hear rumors of violence. I'm not sure if that's going to be true with protests and people getting violent and things, people trying to initiate stuff. I don't know if that militia groups, I don't know if that's true. Because they're just people tell you it's a lot of fear mongering. It's easy to fear monger in this environment. It's easy just to push that button somebody, especially when they already tense, you just push that button. You got COVID, you got everything going around, man. So yeah, prayers to everybody. And remember to keep stumping. Joe, any last word?
Well, last time I checked, something good might happen to you.
That is true today. Something amazing might happen. Peace.
Yeah, yes.